I have in front of me the Fender Vintera III Jaguar that I modded the crap out of.
Morphin' time! Dragon Sword! Mastodon!
Pterodactyl! Not too crazy, but I modded it. I modded it to a respectable amount of modding without changing the whole character of the guitar. I made a video about introducing this guitar a while ago. The link is over here. There's no link over there. I wanted to mod this guitar like crazy because it's such a good platform to mod. I shielded the cavity, changed out the pickups for Seymour, huh? Seymour Duncan Antiquity 2 pickups. It recreates that mid-60s sound, more of the scooped mids. I have on here the Tuffset Bridge, and I fitted the mute to it with the Tuffset, so they work together really well. And I swapped out the vibrato for a Descendant Vibrato. I shielded the cavity. Did I already mention that? I think I mentioned that. And I smoothed out the really rough fretboard that comes from the factory, and I did some fret end work, taking care of some fret sprout that happens here in Arizona over time. If you leave your guitar out for any amount of time, let's say like 5 minutes, you get fret sprout. In Phoenix, it's really dry here. It's awful. I'm gonna put this guitar on the bench. I'm gonna show you everything that I did to it in fast forward so that you don't watch for like 2 hours. Alright, right here I am taking apart the guitar. Jaguars have a lot of pieces, a lot of screws, a lot of panels. And you noticed that there are cloth wires in this made in Mexico Vintera III. Cloth wires! Taking the grounding out, taking the thimbles out, because later I'm going to need to drill out bigger holes to take the USA Spec thimbles. And now I am going through the tedious process of shielding the cavity. The Vintera III Jaguar has a shielded cavity already with shielding paint, but it looks like it only had one layer, and I always like going with copper tape. Continuity is all good. Now I am drilling out the holes to take the USA Spec thimbles. I'm using a 3/8 inch drill bit. I reverse drill so that I don't take chunks out of the wood while drilling. Now here I am taking out the pickups from the Vintera III so that I can install the Seymour Duncan pickups.
It's morphin' time! Dragon Sword!
I'll remember Power Rangers. So putting the wiring back into a Jaguar is kind of a rat's nest. I taped and organized as best as I could, putting everything back, testing out the pickups. Now I gotta put everything back together. It's very satisfying to put everything back together.
Morphin' time! Mastodon!
This is the next morph. It's a Tuffset Fixie Bridge. Pretty cool contraption. I'm putting the mute back on. At this point, I didn't know the mute would work well with the Tuffset Bridge or not, but you'll see that it does.
morphin' time!
Here I'm installing the Descendant Vibrato. I took out all the shims from the vibrato so it doesn't sit lower into the body because the neck angle on the Vintera 3 is pretty great, so it doesn't need the shims at all. These are notorious for coming with super rough rosewood fretboards, so I have an easy fix for this. So I'm also working on the fret ends and taking care of some fret sprout and rounding out the fret ends here with the fret end file, but that's all complicated work. Not that complicated, but a little complicated. But smoothing out the fretboard is not complicated. Just get yourself these micro mesh little pads off Amazon. It's like 20 bucks. And I just went on the first pass with the coarsest micro mesh pad, and it's already smooth as a baby's bottom. You can even tell by the shine coming off of it that it's already a lot smoother than it was before. That rough texture is gone. And what I do is go up and down first, going right up to the edge of the frets. That also takes care of the super glue over gluing out the frets. That takes care of that. So go right up against each fret, going on each side, up and down. And then after you're done, go side to side like this, getting right up to the fret. And also use these on the frets because it'll polish them out nicely. Now I'm putting the neck back on the body, putting all the guitar stuff back together, final assembly. Before I put the strings on to radius the Tuffset Bridge. I gotta say, the Tuffset Fixie Bridge is really well engineered. It's pretty intuitive on how to set it up. Everything locks into place. Nothing moves. Love a fixed bridge. Here's how you put in the Trem Arm. You put it in at an angle. When you put it into the playing angle, it locks into place. Another well-engineered device. Alright, enough of the boring stuff. Here's how the guitar sounds. The plucky sound of a Jaguar. I love that tone, that 60s surf tone. This guitar nails it, and the Seymour Duncan Antiquity 2s nail that tone as well. That's what the guitar sounds like. I hope you enjoy this video. If you have any questions about the modifications that I did to this guitar or how to do it, I can point you in the right direction. There are so many resources on YouTube, like Totally Wired Guitars. He can show you everything. I'm a guitar tech as well, but he's the guitar tech. So if you don't follow Totally Wired Guitars, I encourage you to do so now. He is a great person to follow. If you liked what you watched, please subscribe, hit that bell button, hit the like, hit the comments, hit the sell. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Until next time, my name is Che. You're watching Lounging Guitars.